Hi everybody, Rick the Radio Guy here, once again demystifying Cisco iPics. And actually today we're going to talk about Cisco Instant Connect Express. Cisco Instant Connect Express is a special subset of Cisco iPics 4.9 that we've created for those who do not need all the fancy features that you can get with a full-blown Cisco iPics. So if you don't need Incident Dispatch Console, VTGs, scan VTGs, broadcast. You don't need the LMR radio connectivity. In other words, if you are looking for a simple way to have your mobile clients, either iOS or Android, communicate and offer push-to-talk, perhaps to replace previous push-to-talk incumbent service you might have had through Nextel or another provider, this is a great way to do it. And because we've simplified it, we've taken it off of our ATP partner reseller program, so any Cisco partner can resell this without having a special ATP certification. Now, the way we do that is through licensing, so we can actually very easily upgrade from the 4-user pack to a 50-user pack to a full-on Cisco iPic system if later on you want to add in capability to add radios or other solutions. And I happen to have pre-generated license files. I'm going to grab low-end Instant Connect Express license. This will give us 4 users. I've chosen the file. I'm going to upload the file, and I'm going to apply the file. All done here. We see I have 6 concurrent talk line ports, 4 mobile endpoint licenses, and the UMS. Let's take a quick look over here at our administration tab. I always like to go over here and set it up so I can do simple passwords on my demo systems. And we see we have our general tab here. We can still restrict operator role assignments, so we can give people limited privileges. Now, I went through and set this already up for the simple passwords. Of course, you can make them as complex as you need to. For my demo systems, I like to keep them very easy. Additionally, you'll find over here that we have for the mobile client a tab called Mobile VPN Preferences. And this will allow you to configure Cisco AnyConnect, a VPN connection and profile. If you have the host name and you've set up a tunnel group already, you can set up certificate-based authentication and then set Instant Connect Express up so that if you are using your mobile client and you wander out of Wi-Fi range and wander over into your LTE coverage, it'll automatically launch the AnyConnect VPN and transition the Instant Connect client from Wi-Fi to that LTE coverage. So basically you can wander out of your building, go onto cellular coverage, and have that automatically happen without any user intervention. So that's pretty cool. Let's go over here to configuration. We've simplified this, so the only thing I need to do here is I need to add my UMS. I already added it. I had that one pre-set up. We see that it's showing up as standalone, active, and enabled, so the UMS is ready to go here. Just to confirm here, I don't have those advanced statements. They're all grayed out for things like high availability. If you want to have that, you need to buy the full-on Instant Connect or iPics 4.9. Now we have our multicast pool. Please make sure that none of these addresses conflict with what you might already have in your network. This has already been configured to work with the various talk lines, so those are ready to go. And now I've got also this cool thing here called Trust Management that gives me an at-a-glance look at my certificate status to make sure that everything's okay here. And we see that I have a UMS paired, not in high availability mode, but ready to go. And everything looks good. Got all my little green check boxes. Everybody's happy. We've also added a pretty cool new feature here called Splash. Splash allows you to actually put a welcome or splash screen up. Now, some folks use this to put up the warning you should not be here. We'll just create one here called Instant Connect. Put in some simple text here. Welcome to Instant Connect Express. Authorized users only. We can actually choose a picture to put up, and then I come over here and I click Install Splash. Now, there are some limitations here. You can't put up a giant file, like it won't do a gig or anything like that, but it'll actually take your photo. Here we go. There's a preview of my photo. There's a preview of my text. Okay, pretty cool. Now, the other thing we've done is we've configured 4 users for you. And guess what? If I select a user, I can also now add a photo. So there's user 1 with a photo I added a couple minutes ago. And over here you can change the password, and that's pretty much about it. You can put in, of course, the contact information. You can make the person listen only, or you can disable their audio. The other thing we've added into the mobile client is the ability to set talk priorities. So you can have the boss have a priority of 1. By default, we set things at 4. It goes down as low as 7. You can have folks have different priorities, so when they're pushing their button, folks can come in and interrupt each other as needed. So the boss can, for instance, talk over the workers in the field or something like that. You can allow them to latch the microphone open, use that with caution. You can force them to be a listen-only user where they can't talk at all. This is great for like broadcast channels. In my demo system, I run a National Weather Service feed out just so folks can hear what the audio sounds like. Or you can completely disable their audio. All right, let's look at our talk lines here. We have our talk lines set up. I have 4 of them predefined. We'll go over here to talk line 4. I have all 4 users in that talk line. Now, if I had the 50-user system, I might set up a group for, say, maintenance, and a group for security, and a group for administration, and I might give those folks individual talk lines. So let's come through here. Let's deactivate this talk line. We'll show you how we do that. I'll drag these 2 users out of the talk line, back over to the other side. They'll change to red over here. I hit save. Now we show them as available resources, but not in the pool, and I can reactivate that talk line. Okay. Now for the mobile client, I can also set those talk lines as listen only or allow latching there. And I can put in a description here if I want to after I deactivate. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. Perhaps you don't like the name talk line 4. Let's change that to something like facilities. I'll call that the facilities group. We'll click save and we'll activate the talk line. Go back here to our talk lines. Now we see it's called facilities. Pretty simple. Simplicity is the key to Instant Connect Express. Remember, you're not going to get new scan VTGs, broadcast VTGs, the radio connectivity, the CUCM, or the IDCs. This is really just to provide push-to-talk communications with either the Wi-Fi or the mobile clients, and it's really designed to partner very nicely with our Sonim XP6 or XP7 Android-based phones. You get some great features. We're going to cover those in another video. You notice you don't even have the ability to download an IDC. I can see my iPix client here, my associated channels and talk lines. The master account doesn't have anything in it. Very, very basic. That's it. That's Instant Connect Express. Once again, the great feature of this product is it provides a simple, easy to configure system for those looking for replacement of that former Nextel or a simple push-to-talk service, and it does not have to go through a Cisco advanced technology partner with an iPix ATP. Any Cisco partner can resell iPix in this configuration, and they can bundle those great Sonim phones and provide you a very simple push-to-talk solution. So I hope that helps. Once again, this has been Rick the Radio Guy, simplifying and demystifying Instant Connect Express. Have a great day.